So sometimes people worry that acting as if is going to actually stop you from meeting somebody if you're trying to manifest a husband, a wife, whatever, a boyfriend, girlfriend. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the baby elephant community where we talk about spirituality, law of attraction, self-development, and more. On Fridays, I started this new thing, Q&A Fridays. Listen, the name is staying for now. Where I pick a couple questions from around from my comments. I get comments on Instagram, DMs on Instagram, I get emails, I get tweets, I get comments on YouTube, I get in the Baby Elephant Facebook group, in the Love Mastery program, in the Lightwork group. There's just an enormous amount of questions to get through, and it's fun, but you know, I can't get to them all, so I've been trying to answer some of them on a video every Friday, and make sure to keep sending your questions. I will eventually get to them, you know? I'll make it work. Because I thought that maybe if I answered a few questions, it could work for a majority of people and it could expand our consciousness, and it's working out. So today I'm going to answer two questions. The questions I'm answering is, how can I act as if I'm already married with a family? This will honestly be more of a generic answer. How can you act as if in general, in any situation? That's how we're going to answer that one. And then the second question is, how to get into alignment when everything feels crazy and chaotic and when you're just feeling really off. Before I get into today's video, I want to remind you guys, if you're not aware, I have my own jewelry line that I created because people love the jewelry that I wore. So I create high vibration, intentional jewelry. They're amulets. They possess 3 letters on them, and these 3 letters call upon divine power and divine energy. Each amulet means something different. Today I'm wearing the Goddess Amulet. The Goddess Amulet honors the divine feminine within you. It enhances creative and intuitive abilities. It also helps with fertility if that's something that you are intending for. Don't worry, if you're not trying to get pregnant and you wear this, you're gonna be fine. It helps with menopause, and it helps with cramps and having like bad periods. That is our new amulet, the newest one. It just came out. We also have the Cosmic Love, which helps to attract to you unconditional love and a soulmate. We have the original, which is the Balancing Amulet, which helps to balance emotions, protect you from negativity, enhance positivity. And we have the Healing Amulet, which helps heal you from physical, mental, spiritual disorders and diseases and just unease in general, and it enhances your well-being overall. For Valentine's Day, we're having a sale. If you use the code LOVEME, you'll get a discount at checkout. So check out those necklaces below if you want to wear intentional high vibrational jewelry. I pray over each piece, and they're all made here in Los Angeles, handmade, high quality jewelry. Now let's get into the video. So the first question is, how can I act as if I'm already married with a family? People think that acting as if is difficult, but it's really not. It really doesn't need to be. Simply sit down with yourself and kind of visualize, or even script out. I would script it out, how you would be as a human being if you already had this thing that you're trying to manifest. Sit down with yourself and just consider, how would you behave if you already had this thing? So you're trying to manifest to be married and have a family. So I would sit down and I would think to myself, how would I behave if I were already married? How would I behave if I had a family? What sort of traits would I need in order for this life to come into fruition? What kind of schedule would I have? And most importantly, how would I feel? So if that was my desire right now, what I would do is I would sit down and I would script out a typical day in the life of, you know, being married and having a family, and how I would want that to look. It's all specific to me, right? And then I would pay attention to things and emotions that I wrote down that I could already do. For example, if I were to script this out and if I were to have a family right now, I would want them to all eat super healthy, organic foods, you know, a lot of plant-based foods. So I would make sure that my diet aligns to that. If I had a family right now, I would want to feel safe, comfortable, loved, and fulfilled. Now I have the script. I know that I have to find ways in my life right now that I already feel safe, loved, comfortable, and fulfilled. In that sense, I would go and hang out with my family that I have right now. I would focus on that feeling and pay attention to how good that feels. So sometimes people worry that acting as if is going to actually stop you from meeting somebody if you're trying to manifest a husband, a wife, whatever, a boyfriend, girlfriend. But the thing is, when you imply inspired action into it, that's not going to stop you. So if you set your intention and you start to act as if, but you have inspired action that tells you, maybe you should download that dating app, Or maybe you should go to Starbucks. Maybe you should go out to that bar Saturday night. If you're close to your intuition, that is your higher self pushing you towards the resources that you've been asking for. If you feel called to do these things, to go out or to download a dating app, you should do so, because that is literally the universe and your higher self being like, you asked for this, here you go, this is how we're gonna get you there. So as long as you remain present and listen to your inspired action that comes up, you will be able to manifest what you're trying to get, even though you're acting as if. So you don't necessarily have to stay home every night, because if you had a family, you would be staying home. Does that make sense? And the second question was how to get into alignment when everything feels crazy and chaotic. So remember that to become an energetic match to whatever you desire, you have to get into alignment with it. When I feel out of alignment, I like to journal and rant about everything that's making me feel out of alignment. Everything that's making me feel all over the place. So I like to purge first. I let it all go in a journal. I let go of everything that's been weighing me down. Then I like to move my body, even if it doesn't feel good to be doing it because you're feeling so crappy and out of alignment. Push yourself to move your body a little bit. It could be as simple and easy and soft as taking a walk around the block. So I'll often take a walk around the block, I'll ride my bike, or I'll take a yoga class if I can get myself to go do that. And that is going to put you back into alignment immediately. I will then, instead of eating junk food that people call comfort food, I will eat something that's good for me. Even if it's not what I'm craving, I'll eat like a salad or soup, something comforting that's also good for me. And that will also tap back into that alignment. And you know, your thing that gets you back into alignment, it could be working out, it could be hanging out around a specific person, maybe, you know, whatever it is that raises your vibration and gets you back to that frequency that you want to be at. It could be playing an instrument. I like to play piano now, and that gets me back into alignment. I was in a bad mood the other day, I was all over the place, and I just practiced piano and I felt good again. It's perfectly normal to fall out of alignment sometimes, and most importantly, it's actually part of the plan. It's part of the whole process. Trust the process, go with it, let go of all expectations and judgments of yourself, and you'll get back there naturally. So that's it for me today on getting back into alignment and on acting as if. If you have any follow-up questions, ask below. I try to get to comments whenever I can, and I really appreciate your questions, and I listen, I read all the comments. Even if I can't answer, I do read every single comment. Thank you for being here. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to spend it with me here. Don't forget, if you want to treat yourself for this Valentine's Day, use code LOVEME on alchemybyla.com to get a discount on your high vibration intentional jewelry. As always, until next time, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye!